Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your mid-September monthly reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for, well, here we go. Mid-September, that would be from whenever you catch this through the 30th, maybe even give or take a few days into the month of October, although your October reading will be coming out shortly. Apologies for not getting any of the weekly, angel, and monthly, your main reading out. As you know, Virgo season, I do celebrate, and I did take a few weeks off as I was celebrating and then recovering. So celebrating my own birthday. So here we go. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for mid-September through the end of September. I'm going to pull 6 cards for the overall energy for the rest of this month with an outcome and some clarifiers. I'll also pull energy oracle and probably some angel tarot and whatever else spirit is asking me to pull. Amazing. The first half of your reading, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, right? Already showing progression with the Queen of Wands. But then the second part of your reading shows 3 major arcanas, the High Priestess, the Moon, and the Sun. Very, very clearly right off the bat, what I'm feeling is that your gradual progression that has maybe felt like it's taken a really long time for you to heal, elevate, get to a point in your life, whether in love, relationships, friendships, career, money, finances, whatever it may be. Maybe you have felt as though it's taken way too long for you to get to a point of, I just heard a point of appreciation, a point where somebody appreciates you, a point where somebody recognizes you, acknowledges you. This could be in the form of, I'm sick and tired of working at a place that nobody, values me or realizes just how much I do for this department, this company, this store, this business, this office, whatever it may be. And so you throw your name in the hat, right? Put your resume out there, start looking for a new location, and lo and behold, you get picked up by a company that values their employees, that values every single member, team member, whatever it may be, right? However you may be addressed or acknowledged. And it is like a breath of fresh air. If you have been trying to get to like a supervisory role or position, I feel like that is coming for you very, very soon. If you have not just recently gotten promoted, I definitely feel like promotion energy is coming your way. Now, promotion doesn't necessarily have to be in the workplace, although that's where I'm feeling it very strongly. But I also get this really sweet and heartwarming energy of promotion in your family, in your relationship. I just heard you're about to be promoted to like parent or grandparent, right? Or godparent for those of you that are, religious in that sense. I do feel that the universe is lining up everything that you have probably felt for quite some time was never going to come your way. Well, here it is, Taurus. I mean, take a moment, pause, take a step back, really take a look at how far you've come. And I said it to Capricorn in their reading. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, that is coming in strongly for you. Be mindful. I'm sorry, I have to pause one moment. I hear a car outside. Sorry about that, Taurus. I had to cut the video there for a moment. As I was saying, take a moment to take a step back and just really contemplate exactly what it is that you have been wanting, trying to manifest, planning, your hopes and dreams that you have been. I felt like I needed to take a break. I felt like I needed to take a deep breath. I feel like some of you have felt a little bit of the frustration in doing everything that you possibly can I'm sorry, I heard a voice saying, yup. I was waiting for more to acknowledge that it was something that you have been wanting for quite some time, whether to be acknowledged, whether to be even whisked away, romanced, elevated from, girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, to fiance, to spouse, to parent, to godparent, to grandparent. And I just heard always a bridesmaid, never a bride. So I'm hearing for some of you, that could be something that you have had to work through for some time, where maybe you were always like the single friend, or the friend that was just in a long-term relationship or casual relationships, but never really saw a real idea of a commitment coming your way. I do feel that everything that you have gone through in the last 2 years has been very significant in where you are today. And I feel the need to tell you that this isn't the stopping point, Taurus. This is just the beginning for you. I definitely feel like the energies of the universe, you are co-creating with them at this time. The High Priestess, the Moon, and the Sun card. You may be dealing with a fire sign, or you may have fire in your chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also Pisces, Virgo energy. And obviously, you know, the Moon card is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I read it as Scorpio. Many people read it as Cancer or Pisces. And of course, the Aries energy here of the Sun. So you may have that in your chart. You may be dealing with someone, or working or co-creating with someone. Ooh, I felt that, like I had to gasp for air. It just felt like almost as though I got the wind knocked out of me. Not like I felt physically ill or anything like that, but I feel that something may have happened to you recently where you feel like you took a hit. Life threw a blow at you, and it knocked the wind out of you that made you really change your perspective on what exactly have you been doing? Have you wasted your time? Are you going on the right path? Are you at the right place at the right time? And if you felt that after everything that you had done or participated in or worked on still was not showing you the outcome or the results that you have been wanting, I feel like some of you had just said, scratch that. Putting it behind me, I create my own reality. I am going to be the one to manifest and create the life that I want, whether or not people want to play ball, people want to go along with my plans, you know, i.e. a partner, a family member. I'm even hearing even your children. Some of you are like, I want to buy a home and relocate. And your children are like, no, I'm not ready for that. I don't want to do that. It could be, you know, changes coming about for that. But I do feel like there is this sense of, regardless of what you may not be anticipating, what you may not see coming your way, because I feel some of you may be anticipating some sort of a fight, some sort of a disagreement, some sort of, I feel like you may be going toe-to-toe with someone in terms of standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, setting up safe boundaries, or someone may be doing that with you. Could also be putting an ultimatum in a relationship, partnership, or even in a workplace where you're just like, you've been promising me a raise, you've been promising me a promotion, I've taken on all this additional work or whatever it may be, and still I'm not seeing it in the funds, I'm not seeing it in my bank account, in my paycheck, whatever it may be. I do feel that at this time, especially with the Pisces full moon we just had, and mind you, we're also in Mercury retrograde. So be careful of the type of disagreements and conversations, and just how firm you stand. If it's one of those where it's like, I've had it, I'm going to stand my ground, like, is that because of Mercury retrograde and you're just kind of all over the place emotionally and mentally, spiritually? Or is that because you know you should have done it a long time ago and now it's just the time? So be careful not to be too impulsive that you may actually push someone or something, an opportunity, away, okay? So just be careful with drawing too much of a deep line in the sand, separating you from what you want, your goals, the relationship, the person, whatever it may be. However, I do hear very strongly to trust your intuition and use discernment. The Empress card here is part of your outcome. Very beautiful and abundant energy here. You may have Aries in your chart. You may be dealing with Aries. I read the Queen of Wands as Aries. Could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You can have Aries strongly in your chart as well, because I mean, the Sun card, Queen of Wands, and the Empress, they're all Aries energy, hon. Like, you better check out your chart. You may have that. Could also be that either this past Aries season or this upcoming Aries season, you know, obviously next year, not anytime soon, could be of significant meaning or change. Could be the birth of something new. Could be that you have birthed a new idea this last Aries season, and you're approaching the halfway point where you're like, wow, look at everything I've done in the last 6 months, or however many months that may have been. Another major arcana with the Tower and Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Could also signify if you are a single mother or you are dealing with a single mother. You know, perhaps it is your baby mama and, you know, you are separated, broken up, divorced, and now you are entangled, engaged with this person. I do feel like there is something that happened recently, and I will say it could have been stemming from Aries season. Like I said, when is Aries season? That is what, March time. February, is it February, March? Yeah, February, March. So this could have been something that's been slowly crumbling away, a relationship, a partnership where, and I just heard it, like if you speak Spanish, you know how some movies or soap operas at the end, you know, F-I-N, fin, the end in Spanish, al fin, hasta el fin del mundo, hasta el fin de esta época. Like, I'm hearing it like I am so freaking fed up. I am so done. I've had it. I'm at my wit's end. I've gone to the end of the road, the edge of the world and back, and this is still not manifesting the way I want it. I do feel like, Taurus, you are making big changes, or perhaps the person that you are dealing with or involved with, or was at one point, has made some big changes that, well, my friend, no longer include you, okay? Could be, you know, the fact that things felt a bit imbalanced. Too many, I'm hearing too many aggressive energies, like happy and content, getting along from one moment to fighting, being in disagreements to the next. Both of you tit for tat on opposite ends, standing your ground, pushing each other's buttons. And it's just like, you're not going to do this to me. I'm going to fight back. I'm going to react in the same way you're treating me. But I feel like you've gotten to a point where you're like, this is going nowhere fast, you know, elevating my blood pressure, getting angry, getting pissed off, you know, them knowing what to say and do that really affects me in a negative standpoint, really just makes me feel like my whole world is falling apart. So I do feel like whatever this is that is resurfacing at this time, again, it could have been from last Aries season. We could have had Mercury retrograde, the Devil card, just try to peek through. Look at that, too many cards. The Devil and the Lovers, which is really, you know, polar opposites here, but almost like feeling tied and bound in a partnership. Like I said, one moment you're all happy-go-lucky, all in love, and the next minute it's like, oh, I want this person out of my life. I want nothing to do with them. I want to cut ties, cut cords, leave them alone, let them leave me alone, whatever it may be. This does feel like you have done a lot of work, and again, you are fed up, you are at your wit's end. This could be someone who's at that point with you. Some of you have made a very strong decision, and things may be resurfacing, loose ends, unfinished business. You may have to go to court. I know that the Justice card isn't here, but it does feel like there is going to be an upcoming opportunity, whether you like it or not, or moment, where there will be discussions, there will be mediations, especially if this is in regard to children, the home, mother figure, family situation, who gets what, who keeps what. Also, you know, child support, alimony, financial assistance of some type. I am feeling like that is going to be coming up for you very soon. I'm also hearing some of you may be moving in with your mother, or your mother may be moving in with you, if that isn't already the case, or that could have been a change that just happened recently, and it's just been a shock to your everyday comfort and routine. It feels just a bit heavier and harder than you thought it would be, because at this point it feels more so this is going to be someone whose mother or mother figure really needs help in terms of medical, mental, emotional, maybe even financial support. Okay, so somebody here may be taking in you know, their mother, or you are the mother that is being, you know, helped. So let's see, what else do we have in the outcome here before I pull from the energy oracle. And the Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana. So really, you're closing out the month of September very, very strongly. The universe is most definitely helping you clear away any karma, any arguments, allowing you to really speak up, saying what you need to say. Don't be afraid anymore. Even if you feel like, oh, I don't want to be that jerk, I don't want to hurt their feelings, or I'm the one that always ends up getting the short end of the stick because I say too much, I take it too far, and then, you know, they accuse me of this or they accuse me of that. I do feel like the High Priestess, trust your intuition, use discernment, especially when things get thrown your way that you're not expecting or anticipating, that you then feel very defensive about, or you throw something towards someone's way, they get defensive, they push back. Expect that tug of war type energy towards the end of this month, even going into October for some of you. However, when I see the moon and the sun along with the Wheel of Fortune, this is the universe letting you know, listen, whatever has been standing in your way for your highest good or best possible outcome, or for your mental, emotional, spiritual, financial growth, or, you know, to get you to your goals that you have been wanting, we're about to clear it out. Okay, trust and believe that whatever you've been wanting to grow, feed, plant, you know, what you've been desiring, you're now at that point where you are not letting up. That voice of yours, that sword of yours, you're just like, no more, I have had it, you know, goodbye. I'm moving on towards bigger, better, and exactly what I have been wanting for a very long time. For those of you that have been in relationships for quite some time, and you thought like this was going to be the end all be all, I do feel like your next relationship that actually ends up being your end all be all comes in very quickly. I mean, like, the universe has just been waiting for you to finally close the door, close that chapter, so that they can bring in the person that really is meant for you. I don't even feel like this is very, for a small portion of you, I don't even feel like some of you are going to be going through that like sad depression mourning phase, right? Like mourning the loss of a relationship, mourning the loss of so many years or months or whatever, you know, mourning, you know, the idea that this was supposed to be my soulmate, my end all be all, my twin flame, like the person that I was meant to spend the rest of my life with. I am not even feeling like you're going to feel that instinctually. I feel like there's almost this sense of relief and clarity that follows, where you actually feel more grounded after the fact. Now, that's not for everyone, but you know, if you do feel like that is kind of where you're heading, then that is definitely a message for you. Others of you, this is in regards to business, you know, whether you're starting a business, whether this is in your company, changing direction in your career. Things are changing for the better. Things may be falling apart in your current place of employment that really shocks the hell out of you, but you stand your ground, you say your piece, and you do what needs to be done, right? In terms of legalities, I keep hearing like court. I'm also hearing defamation. Okay, that's actually not the word I was going to say, but I heard Spirit say there's a defamation issue here as well. Okay, that could be from the top from the top of the food chain where you're at that ends up affecting your department, your place of employment, puts your job on the line. Okay, just keep that in mind. Some of you work for a really big company, corporation, or you're a very well-known, I'm just going to call it entity in your city, in your town, in, you know, some of you may be in a major city, metropolitan, I don't know, something like that is what I heard, but it wasn't repeated to me. So, you know, it's a very well-known company where a lot of people are going to hear about this. This is not going to be small time in-house rumor mill, water cooler gossip. This is going to hit the papers. This is going to hit, you know, local news. Okay. So if you have a feeling like this is resonating with you, I definitely feel like, be ready. Not that I feel that you're in danger or you're about to like be deposed or anything like that. I mean, you could be if you were directly involved or a witness to something. I don't feel like you are directly involved. That's not what I'm feeling here. However, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you do get deposed for like witness statements or interviews and things like that. Either character witnesses or, you know, getting an idea of what the culture and climate is in your workplace. Okay, so be very, very careful. Use choice words. You don't want to get wrapped up into something that really has nothing to do with you. Okay, because I don't really feel like you're really like in the middle of this. However, if you are, be careful because shit's about to hit the fan. Okay, I just don't feel it strongly for you, but you may know what I'm talking about. Okay, so be mindful of that. Again, I know that the Justice card is in here, but I've gotten that message about legal issues, court mediation, depositions, things like that. I am not a law person, a legal person, nor is this legal advice. Okay, disclaimer alert, right? But I do have to, you know, give the message that's coming through from spirit. So energy oracle, we have the Temple Path, the card of indecision, which is kind of like the Two of Swords here, and Yin Yang, master number 22, which I believe Capricorn just got that one as well. The Temple Path really is you going down this specific road path, whatever it is that you have been feeling like you have been going down the same road mindlessly, or you have thought that you were on the right path. I said it earlier where you have questioned, am I on the right path? Have I gone the right way? Any way you go will be the right way, because there will always be experiences or people, places, things, outcomes, connections, relationships, friendships that come across that situation or that path that is of importance to you. So anytime you are in this indecision point of view, right? I mean, analysis paralysis, you're thinking and overthinking. Am I going down the right path? Did I choose the right career? Did I choose the right partner? Have I wasted too much of my life, of my time, of my love, of my energy, of my money, of, you know, of my good years is what I heard, right? Analysis paralysis is just telling me that the longer you stand in indecision, the harder it's going to be to make a choice. And you know what happens after that, right? You're still going to feel iffy about the choices and decisions that you made, that you're going to go into whatever choice or whatever path you've chosen saying, oh, I should have gone the other way. I should have chosen the other path. Remember, whatever path you choose, there will always be some sort of illumination, some sort of, you know, experience, some sort of meeting of the minds, if you will, that will eventually direct you towards your true north, right? Some of us take the scenic route, some of us take a direct path. Know that either way you are being guided by source, by divine light, spirit guides, guardian angels. These lights here are letting you know they are lighting the way for you. And as if you needed any further clarification here, you really are in a balanced state at this time. You may not be feeling it because, like I said, those of you that have ended a relationship or have walked away from something where you had thought they were like your rock, your anchor, the person that's helped you, you actually gave more than you received, is what I'm hearing. And so now you are finding yourself in a much more balanced state on your own. It doesn't mean that if this person comes back in, you'll be imbalanced unless they do cause, you know, that type of imbalance in your life. However, you can stay balanced and grounded in your own life, in your own decisions, in your own heart, mind, body, soul, spirit. And this person can come in and be themselves. And although sometimes it feels like you're imbalanced together, it's really up to you to decide, is this how I want to feel from here on out? Okay, so just keep that in mind, because I do feel like some of you are like really trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. The yin yang energy says that, you know, again, indecision, we're talking about 2, master number 22 here, another 2, right? And, you know, this is, you know, polar opposites, and really figuring out whether or not you are in a balanced state or not. At the end of the day, you can meld your light and dark together and be one. And that is what yin yang energy is. The masculine and the feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever it may be for you, the good, the bad, the ugly. I just feel like you've finally gotten to a point where you're just like, the longer I wait to decide, the harder it will be moving forward. Am I missing opportunities? You will never miss an opportunity that is meant for you. It may delay, it may be delayed because you took too long. It may be, you know, rather than getting from point A to point B, you might end up at point A to C to B and then, you know, right back on track. But it just feels like there's a lot you are really thinking about going on in your head. So the outcome here, 9 of fire, Page of fire, 6 of fire, a lot of fiery energy here. Wow, all fiery energy. So again, I said it from the beginning, a lot of fiery energy here. You may have fire in your chart. We do have a repeated card here with the 6 of fire. 6 of fire is of significant meaning to you. That is your repeated card. But let's start here with the 9 of fire. Don't give up. Angels are saying, protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Page of fire comes in, outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous, news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Now, I did say it in the end, some of you are getting promoted. Promoted in your job, promoted in your workplace, promoted in terms of leaving a company, going to another one on a higher position, a higher ranking. Some of you are being promoted to parents, grandparents, fiance, whatever it may be. 6 of fire. I love this. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Okay, I am loving this. Your hard work will definitely be recognized, especially if you are up for a promotion. If you get offered a job at a new location, I feel like your current company is going to fight to keep you or extend you even longer. So if you do want to stay there, but you want to negotiate a better salary package, benefits, things of that nature, now is your chance, right? 10 of fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. So some of you have been feeling like you are out of balance, like you've been out of balance for way too long. But I do feel like by the end of this month, going into October, you're finally going to feel a bit more grounded, especially after Mercury retrograde has station direct. You know, it's just a freaking illusion. But sometimes we get stuck in our heads as things start coming up, because they come back up because guess what? We haven't fully dealt with it. We haven't fully released. We haven't fully healed. And now is the time to freaking do it and keep moving forward. Okay, Taurus, that is your reading. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. I love you guys immensely. Thank you guys once again for all your support. Remember to give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and double tap that bell to get notified of all the readings. Your weekly readings will be coming back out again. angel readings will also be coming out, and so will your October readings. Now, last year I had purchased a bunch of new Halloween decks that I never really got to use, and so I'm going to get started with those Halloween decks earlier. I did get the Hocus Pocus. I had pre-ordered it before it was released, and yes, I have it. I just have not brought it out yet. So thank you guys once again. Playlist is here, whatever other readings I have for you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, I will link in the description box below. Love you guys so much. Take care. Bye.